Hello there everybody, my name is Jared today here with a bit of a different video from what I typically make. It's a Halo 5 tutorial. Now the reason I'm making this is because a lot of people have been struggling with this particular mission. I've been seeing online everywhere people asking for tips or a how-to guide of some sort, and that's what I'm here to bring you guys. It's not too complicated, the video shouldn't be too long, so with that being said, let's jump right on into it. Now the mission I'm talking about is mission 14, titled The Breakening. The boss fight is at the very end of the mission, where you have to go up against 3 wardens, and it can get pretty overwhelming when you first see it, and it certainly is not a cakewalk by any means. Just to give some background of the gameplay you're watching right now, my friend Kev and I decided to play through the entire campaign on launch day. We were playing on the heroic difficulty, and we blazed through the entire game in about 7 or 8 hours, something like that. But this particular mission, it took us a lot of attempts, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we spent maybe a little under an hour trying to beat this mission, and it really is super difficult. But with that being said, after failing and failing, we had discussions of saying, well, what can we do differently? What can we do to improve our tactics that we're doing right here? And what we came up with is that you need to use the launch pads to jump up high in the air and jump on the backs of the wardens in order to sort of stun them. I don't know how to describe it exactly. You're seeing it in the gameplay right now. And then just unload it into their backs with whatever you have, preferably rocket launchers, as they cause the most damage. If you're not familiar with where they are, and if you haven't gotten to this mission yet, or if you're stuck on it, the rocket launchers are just in the front of the room, as you can see in this gameplay clip right here. Another thing that you're not really supposed to do, I don't think, because you get a notification that says you're supposed to get down from there. You only have 10 seconds, is jump on top of these pillars right here. From there I can get a better vantage point and typically try to direct myself a whole lot easierly, that's not a word, but you know what I'm saying, onto their back, to which I proceed to do the exact same thing like I just said. You stun them and then proceed to shoot into their back at the little black ball core thing. I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with the technical terms. Now another thing worth mentioning is that once you kill 2 of the 3 wardens, turrets will appear alongside the map, and the first few times where that happened to my friend Kev and I, we decided to try to take them down, which we found was really not the best tactic, and what you really should try to do is just completely ignore them and use the cover at the back of the map in order to, well, of course, avoid the turret fire and just continue to take out the warden, as it really, the turrets take a lot of damage and it's going to take a while to get rid of them, so just trying to overall avoid them is what we found to work best for us, and then of course continue the same tactic of jumping onto the backs of the warden. And also another thing I forgot to mention is that you don't even have to necessarily have them be facing the other direction in order to hit them on their back. Just try to get on a decent angle and you should be able to hit them even if they're facing you, and you should be able to hit them even if they're facing your direction on their back. So yeah, so that's it for this video. Nothing too crazy complicated, but hopefully this will help you in some capacity, as it certainly worked best for my friend and I when we were trying to do this mission, and once we finally beat it, we were so relieved, and hopefully you guys will be too once you finally beat these bosses and continue on with the game. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have yourself an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you later with some more video game commentary. Goodbye.